Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Seeing Double by Strosahl. So this is Strosahl's premiere for Sudoku Adventure, but you may be familiar with Scott for various other reasons. He created many Sudoku puzzles, pretty big in the Sudoku community, and also has a YouTube channel called Scott Strosahl's, where he solves word games and puzzles and things like that there too. So definitely check him out. I'll tag him in the description. So let's go over the rules to this puzzle. We have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, which means in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have clones in the grid. So we have these cells surrounded by dotted lines labeled with a name. So Alice and Bob. So Alice always has the same digits in the same place, and Bob has the same digits in the same place. So if this was, say, a 4, then that would mean that this other Alice needs the same 4 in the same place. And if this was another 4, then Alice would need another 4 in the same place, right? You're allowed to repeat digits as long as Sudoku and other rules allow that. And then finally, we have quadruples. So these are these circles with numbers in them. The circles touch 4 cells. The digits in the circles have to appear at least once each in the cells around it. So this could be fulfilled by putting, say, a 1 here and a 2 here, or a 1 here and a 2 here. Doesn't matter where they are as long as they're there. You could even repeat them. Like we could put 1, 2 here and then 2, 1 here, for example, assuming this 1 wasn't there. That would be allowed by the quadruple, but of course it's not allowed by Sudoku. But we could do this, for example, with the 2's repeating, but we don't have to. We could do this. What we can't do is this, right, where we're missing the 2 entirely. All right, so those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. Right, I think the first thing to notice is because Alice and Alice have the same digits, these quadruples basically combine, right? So it's like both of them have a 1, 2, 3 quadruple in them. And it's like these both have a 4, 5, 6 quadruple in them. So for example, I guess this Bob needs a 5 in it since I have it highlighted. This 5 takes it out of here. So Bob is going to get a 5 from up here, and it's going to be up here for both Bobs. And it means these aren't 5. Because this 5 sees these 2, so these can't be 5. All right, and so that means that these 5s point in. Right, so we need a 5 in this row somewhere. It's not going to be up here because these are 5. And it's not going to be in the bottom of Bob here. The bottom 2 cells of Bob can't be 5 because of this 5 here. So we can actually place the 5 in this box here. That puts a 5 in one of these 2. Also 5 is in one of these 2. I think that's all we can do for 5s right now. Let's look at other givens we've got. This 6, I think, is doing something similar. It's forcing 6 to be down here. And then, yeah, the top of Bob... Oh, yeah, let's corner those. But the top of Bob can't be 6 because these can't be 6. And so this box needs a 6 down here somewhere. So it's got to be right here. That's a 6. So that puts a 6 in one of these 2. We already have these 6s marked. So there's a 6 down here as well. So we got basically the same thing going on with 5s and 6s. I bet the 1 and 2 are helpful as well. So Alice needs a 1. It's only going to go in the top of Alice. It can't go in the bottom of Alice. So up here we have a 1. And then 2 ends up at the bottom of Alice, but not the top of Alice. That doesn't seem as helpful. But these 2s do point into here, putting a 2 down here. Do these 1s point in, putting a 1 up here? Interesting. Okay. I feel like we got a lot going on here, but I'm not sure exactly what's gonna get us progress from here. Let's see. So we have the 1 and the 2. We have the 6 and the 5. 6 goes down here. 5 and 5. 1 and 1. Yeah, I don't think there's anything immediate with roping. Okay. Maybe we should think about like so like these 2 cells are the same digit, right? So if we gave that a color, like green, those cells need to go. Yeah, actually that's really helpful. So we can basically locate where green is in other places, right? Green is the same digit. We don't know what digit it is. We know 2 digits it's not, though. It's not 5 or 6 because this cell sees 5 and 6, right? So these digits, this box is going to have the green digit in it somewhere. And it's not going to repeat in the column with green, and it's not going to repeat in the row with green. And we also know green is not 6 because of the 5 and 6 looking at it. So this cell is green. We still don't know what it is, but we know that this cell is green. Is there any reason to believe... Well, and we know one of these is green. one of these two is green. I was going to ask, because these two look down, if there's a reason we couldn't make this green, but I think it's plausible. If we did that, then that would mean that all of the cells for Alice were from 1, 2, 3. Because once we get a repeated digit, we know we need 1, 2, and 3. And if one of them repeats, there's no room for another digit. But that said, I don't know that that's a problem. Okay, so can we ask anything else about green? Green in this box is here. Okay, maybe we need to ask about more cells. So let's add a purple cell. We know purple is different than green, so it's safe to assume that. And so yeah, that means purple ends up exactly here. Purple's down here. Purple's one of these two. And again, so both green and purple can't repeat. Yeah, and it's because we actually can't repeat the 1 at all. So whatever is 1 will not repeat down here for sure. The other one actually interesting. Let's actually color this a little bit. So green is in one of these two, and purple is in one of these two, for sure. They can't both be the 1. So if they're not both this one of them ends up in this cage, which means we do end up with a repeated green or purple. Well, if we have repeated green or purple, like I said, once we get a repeated digit in here, that's going to be a repeated 1, 2, or 3, and then we still need the other 2 or 3, 1, 2, or 3 in here. We know the 1 doesn't repeat, so the repeat is going to be a 2 or a 3. But anyway, all of these are from 1, 2, 3 is the consequence, and the bottom one can't be 1, and the top one can't be 2. So we end up with a 1, 3 pair and a 2, 3 pair. Okay. So I don't need these corner marks as they're in pairs now. And this also can't be a 6, which places this 6 and this 6. Very nice. This can't be a 5, which places this 5 and this 5. Very nice. Okay, that's neat. I don't know if I need these colors anymore, but I guess I might as well keep them. Maybe I don't need these colors, though. I don't think that's necessary. So these are a 1, 3 pair as well, which means the remaining digits are 2 and 4, and this can't be a 2. So we get the 4 and the 2, and we might as well fill out Bob while we're at it. So Bob has the 4, 5, 6, so it's fulfilled. This is 6. We get the 3 and the 2 resolved, the 1 and the 3. So all the purples are 1s, all the greens are 3s. We don't need them colored anymore. This is a 2 and a 3. That's a 5. Okay, so this is, yeah, we need a 2 in this box, which goes there, and this is the 4. We get this 2. This is known. This is a 1. This is known for the row. It's a 4. So that translates up there, which Sudoku does as well. That's a 3. We need a 1 and a 4, which go like that, and we're done. Nice. That was a cool puzzle, Scott. I liked I don't know, like, there's probably multiple ways to make progress, but I liked the way I did it, where I found that we needed Alice to have a repeated digit because we couldn't squeeze both repeats here. And I think you can just kind of see that like this, right? If we just sort of make these green, we know by roping that there's going to be 2 greens up here. And we actually knew that one of them had to end up being the 1 because we needed 3 distinct digits in here. And one of them had to end up repeated here, which ended up being this one. So we didn't know exactly which 2 of these 3 ended up being these, but we knew that Alice ended up with a repeat. And actually, I think we could have, sorry, every time you press the delete button and you finish the puzzle already, it tells you finished the puzzle again. We knew the same thing with Bob. Bob had to end up having a repeat, which I didn't need to use, but it was sitting there as well. So that was a neat idea. I think that was the core idea of this puzzle, and that was neat. So thanks, Scott. I enjoyed that. Hope you did too. If you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.